All right, what's going on, Facebook? Claude Bell here, 24/7 online marketing again, and I just want to send you it's a marketing question I received through the email that I shared with you guys on a Saturday here. So if you hear any background noise, any jumping from loud bangs, it's my children and friends are over and they're playing, and I thought I'd come downstairs though and share this question with you. The question I received here from Mr. Kaufman is: are most of your customers return customers or new? And how do you attract new ones? So for my private consulting clients, majority of my private consulting clients are just starting off. They're small businesses. They may have been on business for a few years, but never really had a lot of customers from the internet. So in a nutshell, they're kind of new, I would say. And how do I help them attract new customers? Is really one thing that's been working extremely well for me and my private consulting clients. And this one thing is what I call the omnipresence positioning. That's basically make sure that their business information is accurately listed all over the place on the internet, as well as make sure that their website is indexed, it has a site map, is fast enough, it's secure, has the right content on it, and do those things and make sure that all the information is accurately listed on the internet, then that will pretty much guarantees that they're going to start getting new leads consistently every day of the week. So I want to share with you the exact strategy. I put together a free training course that you can actually get access to. So I'm going to give you a quick overview right now of what I do with them. But you can get more details by going to 247onlinemarketing.com/Facebook-followers. You can see down here at the bottom of the page, there's there for you. You go there, all you're going to do is give me your first name and email address. And then I'm going to immediately send you the login credentials and the link to the membership site where the training is being held for you for free. So if you want to check that out now, you can go ahead and do that now, or listen to this video and I'll kind of give you a quick overview, and then go there later after this video and download and get access to the information, and that way you can start getting new leads yourself, or at least knowing what you need to do to start getting new leads if some of these things I'm going to share with you are not working for you. So just give me a second. Let's go to the computer. I'm going to share my screen with you. Here we have my screen, and this is what the membership site looks like when you get access to it and you go in and look at. Once again, you get it for free. All you gotta do is go to 247onlinemarketing.com/Facebook-followers. The link is the URL is at the bottom of this video. Just go there, you get free access to it. Just give me your first name and your email address, and I'll immediately send you the login credentials and the link to the membership site so you can log in, and then you feel free to watch all the video trainings series here. Use the information to determine if your website is properly prepared, your business information is accurate, and so you can start getting new leads. So the first question I sit down and I ask my private consulting clients is, first of all, do you have a website? Right? I mean, it might sound like a dumb question nowadays, but trust me, there's still people out there that don't have a website. And so I asked them to have a website, and if they do have a website, I said, great. Now, do search engines know that you actually have a website? And they said, what do you mean by that? So I go ask them, is your website indexed by search engines? And how do I know that? Well, I'll go into deep detail here in the training, and I share with you exactly how to do that, and I'm going to tell you right now why it's important. So I'm going to give you a metaphor here. So let's say you're an author, you got a book, right? You got a book. This is my book, actually, Turning Clicks into Clients. You can actually get a copy of this off of Amazon if you want. But it's Turning Clicks into Clients. And now you got a book, and you're going to go to the bookstore, and you're going to say, hey, I got this book I want you to sell for me in your bookstore. Can you sell it for me? He says, sure, great, yes, we'd love to sell it. And then you just take off, right? So you can just take off. So basically you're saying, okay, bookstore, I got a book, here it is. They say, okay, great, we know you have it is, we're going to put it on a bookshelf. Great. That's getting your website index, the same thing. You're saying, hey, search engines, Google, Yahoo, and Bing, I have a website, here it is. Oh, great, we'll start trying to look, we'll take a look at it. Great, we know it's there. Great, thanks. All right, so now what's the bookstore, in this case, the search engine have to do next? Well, they got to figure out like where to place, or what, in the bookstore case here, where to place your book, and what shelf to place it in, or what section to place it in. Do they place it in the business section? Is it a business book? Is it a children's book? You know, is it a self-help book? Is it a Is it excuse me, a non-fiction book? I mean, what type of book is it? A cooking book? I mean, what type of book is it really? Where do I need to place it, right? So where's the problem? So it's the same thing you got to tell search engine. So I got a website here. So what kind of website? What kind of business is it? Is it, you know, is it a marketing business? Is it a restaurant? Is it a dentist? Is it a, you know, a car business? What type of business is it? You got to tell the search engine what it is, and how you do that is what we call a sitemap. And what a sitemap is going to be is like a quick synopsis and an outline of your entire website. So same thing for a bookstore. It's nothing more than like a synopsis of your book and an outline of all the different chapters and what you're kind of, you know, in a brief summary of each chapter, so the bookstores know where to actually place the book. Now think about it. If you were to just give your book to a bookstore and say, here you go, and go sell it, and then tell them nothing about it and made them guess what it's all about and where to put it, how likely do you think it is that they're actually going to do that? Especially when you get thousands, or maybe, let's say it was a big bookstore, like the most popular bookstore in your city, and it had thousands of books they have to go through each and every day and put in their shelves. You think they're really going to go take the time to do that? Well, Google's the same way, man. They're not going to take the time to go through your website. I mean, they got robots to do this kind of thing, but they got millions of websites to go through. Yours going to be put on the back of the list, and when they get to it, and then if someone actually submits a sitemap, they're going to jump you. So every time someone submits a sitemap, they're going to jump you. Every time someone submits a synopsis with their book that they give it to the bookstore, they're going to jump you in line. They're not going to do it. And so what's going to happen? You're going to come back 30 days or maybe 4 months from now, and you're going to say, hey, how many books that you guys sold? And they're going to say, oh, that book, hold on. You know what? We never actually got that book on the bookshelf. We didn't quite know what it's about, so we didn't really know where to put it, and we didn't have enough time to read through it. It's a pretty long book that you got here, and we didn't have enough time to read it. So we didn't want to put it in the wrong spot and then look bad on us, and we put it in the children's section if it's really a business book. We couldn't really tell, and that looked bad on us, and we didn't want our customers to think that we were stupid. So it's still here. Here's a box of books you have. Thank you very much. We're not going to be able to sell it. Sorry. That's exactly what happens with your website. They're going to say, we didn't know exactly where to, the catalog it. We didn't know what it was about. We couldn't quite know. And then all of our robots out there didn't have enough time because people were submitting their sitemap for us, and we just checked their website and make sure that it was accurate. And then we just kind of skipped over yours, and we were going to get to it, but since you're asking about it, you're pretty much on page 50 right now. But we might get to it. Send us a sitemap, and then we'll actually, maybe do something with it sooner than never, right? So that's kind of what it's doing, and that's why it's important to make sure you have a sitemap. So I kind of go in detail, with indexing, also with a sitemap. How do you check to make sure your website has a sitemap? It's a free tool you can use, and I go in detail how you can use that in the training that I have for you in the membership portal that I created for you. Once again, you can get that at 247onlinemarketing.com/Facebook-followers. The URL is at the bottom of this video. You can see it there as well. So the next question I ask my product client is, okay, let's check out how fast is your website. Does it load in less than 5 seconds? That is the rule of thumb. Right now, the rule of thumb is less than 5 seconds. Now, as time goes on, in the near future, things speed up. 5 seconds might be too slow. Okay, so the rule of thumb is make sure it fully loads in less than 5 seconds. If it does that, you're not at risk of having people abandon your website before it fully loads. But if you start going over 5 seconds before it fully loads, then you're going to have a lot of abandonments. And what's going to happen is Yahoo, Google, and Bing are going to say, man, every time I put this guy on, someone clicks on this, this business link in my search results, they leave right away before the website loads up. So, you know what? I'm going to stop putting them on the first page. I'm going to move them to maybe page 5 or maybe page 50 or maybe page never, right? So, you got to make sure that your website is fast enough. It should be loading in less than 5 seconds. I go in detail here how to check that, right? Ideally, you want to be under 3 seconds or less. I'll put you in a nice prime spot to be there. But ideally, one of my customers, their website loads in 5 seconds. They're on the first page because the competition is not quite there. But if they were to start slipping, there's a way I talked about how you can actually fix that and become faster. You got to just find a different server that's a faster server, and you can do that. So I'll go in detail in here. I don't want to go into detail now because I don't want to bore you with the details. But if you're interested, make sure you go to 247onlinemarketing.com. Go here there. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. So you go here. This is the website, 247onlinemarketing.com/Facebook-followers. You click here. It's called SEO Audit, the video course on how to get your website noticed. You click on here, get free access. You put in your first name and then you put in your email address. Trust me, everything's private, everything's secure. I don't sell your information to third parties. I got a secure website, a secure server. I pay extra money for to make sure that it's secure, so your information is private and secure. So I go ahead and put your information there, and then as soon as you click that get free access button, I will immediately, you should see something within, probably no more than 5 minutes. In your email box, you'll get an email from me stating your, giving your login credentials, and also the link to where to go to access this membership portal and this training. Okay, so let's close it out. All right, so now let's look at the next question I get. Sorry about that, I got distracted. I should have had that email alert turned off. But let's look at the next step here is mobile friendly. So what does that mean here? So going back to the speed thing, if once again your website doesn't load fast, is a reason why, and it's the same thing why it has to be mobile. Let me pull up my phone here. So mobile devices, right, is what people are basically searching for nowadays. And the reason why it's gotta be fast is that you want to make sure. Let me just quick back. I'm going to tell you why. The reason why it has to be fast is you have to make sure that when people are standing in line or whatever they're doing or waiting for someone to come, out of a store, they're waiting, let's say your husband is waiting for his wife to come out of the store from shopping. He's going to be in the car. He's on his mobile device, and he's just kind of browsing. He's searching for stuff, right? So that's one reason why you want to make sure your website is mobile friendly. And also, let's say you're in the store shopping yourself, and you kind of like, you know what, I want to compare prices real quick. I'm in a shopping line. I got like 5 people ahead of me, but I don't have a lot of time because it kind of seems like it's moving kind of fast. And so you're going to say, let me see if this product that I'm in Kohl's right now, but I'm going to see if Macy's or somebody like that has this product cheaper, or this clothing line cheaper there. So you're going to do a quick search on your mobile device, see what's cheaper. Now, if it takes forever for it to load up, you're already up in line. So they're not going to be able to come to your store if you had the cheaper price because you took your website too long to load up, right? Or if it wasn't mobile friendly, you're like, man, I can't even read this thing. I don't even know where to go click on. So you have to make sure that mobile friendly is fast enough because people need to get information quickly. And that's why it's very important for the speed and also for it to be mobile friendly. And once again, Google has already stated before, that if a website is not mobile friendly, they're not really going to put it in first page search engines. And obviously, speed now is a key thing. So if it loads too slow, when people abandon it, like I said before, it's not going to be listed on the first page of search results. So that's mobile friendly. And there, I give you how to test that to make sure your website is mobile friendly. Like I did as well for speed, I show you exactly in the training 2 different ways how you can test to make sure your website is mobile friendly or not. I mean, not mobile friendly, but make sure your website is fast enough. And also, I'll show you how to make sure it is mobile friendly. It's a free test through Google, so they're going to test it, make sure it passes their requirements. If you get it passed, it's great. If it does not mobile friendly, they're going to tell you what you need to do to fix it. I'll also go in detail here and give you some resource links of how you can fix that if it's not mobile friendly. And it's very inexpensive to make it mobile friendly, and also inexpensive. It's a little more expensive to make it fast, but that leads me right into the next topic. The next question is your website secure? So if your website is not secure, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're probably thinking, why does my website need to be secure? I'm not collecting any financial information. I can understand if I'm collecting financial information on my website, but I'm not collecting financial information. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. You can thank good old Facebook for that. Just ask Facebook what it was like to go in front of the Congress and explain why, some of the data was, loosely, secured by, third-party people. So, you got to make sure that your information is secure. So now what we're doing is they're going to make sure that that information is secure. So let me give you an example, or give me a kind of a storyline. It's a fictitious story, but it could happen. So let's say, for instance, you have a website and you want to collect people's, you want to send out newsletters to people, so you offer them a newsletter, and all you really ask for is their first name and email address, right? It's just like for you to get this training for free, I just need you to know your email address and your first name, and you send that to me. Then I'm going to be able to send you the login credentials to this training and the link to get access to this training totally for free. If you go to 247onlinemarketing.com/Facebook-followers, right? So I got to make sure that information that you give me, your first name and email address, is secured. So it has to be secured, because I don't want anyone getting your information by going behind the scenes through the server that's hosting my website through that server to collect that information from me without me knowing and without you knowing. I do not want that to happen because I don't want them to get your name and your email address and start sending you spam emails. So I have to make sure that my website is secure. Now, this is not this is a true story. I mean, I have to make, and that hasn't happened to me, at least to my knowledge, but it could. That's why I spend the extra money to make sure that this website that you're going to go to get this free training is secure, so that your name and your email address is secure, and only I know that you gave it to me, and that I keep it secure. I'm not giving it out to anybody else, and so you don't have to worry about that. And I also know that no one else is going through the back door some kind of way to get your email address and phone number, your email address and your name, your first name, and start sending you spam email. So that's why, one of the reasons why I gotta make sure it's secure, even if I'm not collecting any financial information from you. We all can understand if I'm collecting, credit card payments, why it's gotta be secure. But a lot of times people don't understand why it has to be secure, even for a simple thing like a name and email address. Now let's go even further. Let's just say you have a blog, website, right? Or you have a blog, you don't even collect anything from anybody. Not even a name, not even an address, email address, nothing. You just have blog information out there, and you just want to just give it a blog, just give information out there. So why is it still gotta be secure for that, Claude? So let me tell you the same kind of deal here. So let's say someone wants to go back into the back door, right, and start putting this little worm virus out there and start searching and looking for people's IP addresses, the kind of thing that tags your computer. It's like your computer's address. Tags your IP addresses in some kind of wormhole, and it makes its way to trying to look at your own personal files. Well, we don't want that to happen either, now do we? So that's why we want to make sure that the website is on a secure server, so no one can come in through the back way, start taking your information off your computer, or even if you're not even collecting any information. So that's why I pay for a very secure hosting company and server, and not only are they secure, now they're also fast, so it kind of kills two birds with one stone. You see what I'm saying? It costs a little extra money, but it's not that expensive, and it's well worth it. And you should do the same thing here. And so in this video training I'm sharing with you right here, there's a video now, so don't take my word for it. To hear from Google itself, these guys represent Google, and they're talking about website security and why it's important and why you need to do it. And also in this training, I'll show you exactly how to check to make sure your website is secure. There's a couple ways you can do it, and I'll share with you here how you can actually do that. And I give you the resource links to click on to make sure that it is secure. Now let's go to the right content. So the right content on your website. So you're doing all this stuff right. So they get to your website, and all of a sudden they're like, dude, I thought this information was gonna be something different. This doesn't really help me. This information that's on this website is not really helping me. I don't know what to do next. So it's very key that your information empowers people on your website and guides them to the next step of your sales funnel, whatever their process may be. If you want them to call you, it needs to be plain and clear. Call to action. Call this number to schedule an appointment. Your website should be clear of what they're going to come from, and let me say it this way: your website should empower them to know, to show them what their solution, show them what their the problem is and how you can solve that solution. So it should be very clear on your website how to do that, and then what they should do next. So you gotta make sure it's the right content. I kind of go in detail here in the training as well, and I give you some information here as well and how to do that. Now, the last thing I talk about here is making sure that your business information is accurately listed over the internet. So what I mean by that, so you can have a website, and your business address and phone number are on your website, and let's say that your business address says that your business is located at 1234 Shelby Lane, okay? And so when Google's trying to determine if they should list your business based upon your locations, let's say if someone's on a mobile device, you're a restaurant, for instance, and they're on a mobile device and look, and let's say you're a Chinese restaurant. You're a Chinese restaurant, and someone's on their phone, mobile device, and looking for a Chinese restaurant near them. And they're near a place, they're near Shelby Lane, they're in your city, they're near Shelby Lane. So, okay, this website, this business, this Chinese restaurant is on Shelby Lane, and this person is near Shelby Lane, according to the website. But let me just double check to make sure they're actually at the location on Shelby Lane. So Google will go out and look at other internet business listings for your business, like Yelp, Yahoo Local, or anything like that, or even Merchant Circle, or even Apple Maps, and they're going to look to see, hey, all right, is this business Chinese restaurant, is it on 123 Shelby Lane? And they say, oh, I see the business, I see the phone number is kind of right, but the address says on Yelp that the actual business is located on 778 Dorsey Lane. So which one is right? Because Dorsey Lane is like 5 miles further from where they're located now, according to the GPS on their phone. So Shelby Lane is only 2 miles away. I don't know where to send them. And so what Google's going to do is say, well, I ain't going to list it then. I don't know where to send them, because I do not want to look like a fool and send Joe to the wrong address for this Chinese restaurant, and I'm going to look like the dumb one, and they're going to be mad at me and not use my search engine anymore. So that's why you have to make sure that your business information is accurately listed. Make sure your business address is accurately listed, your website URL is accurate, and also your phone number and stuff is accurate as well. So when you do these 3 things, you make sure your business information is accurate out there, you have a better chance to make sure that Google, Yahoo, and Bing actually list your business on the first page of the search results, especially for local searches. And I go in detail. I share with you how you actually can do that, why it's important, how you can do that. You can use my free scan tool to do that. I'll show you how to link. I'll give you a link in the training material. So once again, this training material is totally free. All you need to do is go to 247onlinemarketing.com/Facebook-followers and go there. Click on the Get Free Access I'm showing you here, and put in your first name, email address. Once again, it's totally secure for you, totally private, totally confidential. And click on Get Free Access, and I will send you your login credentials and the link to access this training. Once again, it's totally for free. I want you to use it. I want you to leave comments. If you see here, you can actually leave comments down in here. If you have any questions or you see any mistakes or anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment. Feedback. If you find out that some of these things are not right, you don't have a mobile-friendly website, maybe you don't have a sitemap, and you need help setting that up so it is right, you can contact me either through Facebook, private message, through Twitter, or also can send me an email address. And if you want, you can just leave a comment down here as well, and I'm gonna be willing to help you, and we can work something out to get you new leads. So this is what I've been doing for my private consulting clients. This is the number one thing that I do. That's 99% of the time of all I do for them. And by doing this, they've been consistently getting leads on a daily basis. One client of mine, we've been together for over 4 years together, and all he does and all I do for him is this right here, what I just showed you here. And so it gets some consistent number of leads a day, and he's happy with it. If he wants more leads, all I gotta do is scale it up. If he wants less leads, all I gotta do is cut it back. And so this is the foundation for what you need to do. Please, hope you enjoyed this video. Please go to 247onlinemarketing.com/Facebook-followers. The link is right here at the bottom of this video. You can go ahead and type it into your web browser. Go there, give me your first name and email address, and I'll send you out your login credentials. I hope you found this video helpful. That's the answer to my question, to the question from Mr. Kaufman. How do you attract new ones? That's how I do it. That's how I do it for private consulting clients. If you want me to do it for you, feel free to go ahead and get access to this training, and then go ahead and give me send me an email or give me a call. My phone number is on my website, 247onlinemarketing.com. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a blessed day.